Hi beautiful people, welcome once again to Macoms Veg Kitchen. Thank you so much for returning and clicking on today's video. How are you guys doing? I trust everybody is well and in good shape. So in today's video we are cooking oilless okra soup. Let's get right into it. The ingredients are green habanero pepper, jute leaves, okra, onion, ginger, garlic, veg cube, salt, mushroom, and star ingredient wagashi. Jute leaves, also known as ayoyo in Ghana, are rich in vitamins E, A, and C. The antioxidants in these leaves can help improve vision and fertility, among other benefits. Okro, okra, or nkruma as we refer to it in Ghana, is a warm season vegetable which is a great source of zinc, rich in magnesium and fiber. Okra improves blood sugar levels and cholesterol in our system. So I start off by prepping my wagashi and adding it to a pot. I add a little bit of water to it, and then I add my green habanero pepper. I go ahead to add one large onion, and then I chop another one into it. I then go ahead to dice one clove of garlic, and then I add it to my wagashi. I then chop my ginger into little pieces and then go ahead to add it. I then go ahead to add one large stock veg cube and then add a little bit of salt. This is all to season the wagashi. I add just a little bit of water again. I stir all together. And then I go ahead to cover it for about 5 to 10 minutes to simmer. This is going to season my wagashi and give it a very nice taste. I go ahead to grate my okra. You can decide to chop it, but I prefer to grate it because I'm making okra soup. I get back to check on my seasoned wagashi. I give it a quick stir. So I go ahead to add a little bit of water and then give it a quick stir. Cover it for it to boil for about 5 to 10 more minutes. My jute leaves are finely prepped, so I go ahead to chop it. Some people prefer not to chop it and just leave it like that and add it to the soup. Others would just want to tear it into pieces, but I chopped it. I get back to check on my wagashi and then I give it a quick stir. At this point, my pepper is cooked. So I take it out from the soup with my large onions into a blender and then I go ahead to blend it. After blending my pepper and onion, I pour it onto the wagashi and then I cover it for a few more minutes for proper seasoning. I get back after a few more minutes and give it a quick stir, and just look at that, guys. My stock is well seasoned, so I go ahead to add my neatly prepped mushrooms. Just look at it, so beautiful. I give it a good stir and then I cover it for some few more minutes. I get back and my mushrooms are tender. My wagashi is also tender and soft, just how I want it. At this point, I go ahead to add my okro. I did not boil it before adding it because this is how I want to do it. Some would prefer to boil it on the side and add it later, but I did not do that. So I add my grated okro and then I give it a good stir. Okro helps reduce the risk of some serious health conditions like cancer, diabetes, stroke, and other heart diseases. So I would urge you all to consume more of it. I cover my soup for about 10 minutes to simmer and cook properly. After some time, I get back to add my jute leaves. So jute leaves do not only serve as soup thickness, but it also supports cell growth and add a distinct flavor to the soup. Just look at this, guys. After adding my jute leaves, I cover it for less than 5 minutes for it to boil. And just when it boils, my soup is almost ready, guys. I get back and give it a quick stir and leave it for some few more minutes to boil. And then my soup is ready, guys. Look at how beautiful it came out. With my wagashi and mushroom representing, my soup is ready. For today's meal, I'm going to pair it with gari or eba. So let's go ahead and prepare it. Into a blender, I add my gari, and I'm doing this because I want to blend it to have a fine and smooth texture. So I blend it for just about a minute, and then look at how it came out, so fine and smooth. So in a pot with boiling water, I add my fine smooth gari powder. I then go ahead to stir. I stir and turn to avoid any lumps in it. I keep doing that until my eba or gari is completely cooked. In a bowl with a rubber, I scoop the eba or gari, bring the rubber together and make it into balls. That's how we do it over here. So I just turn it around until I form a nice ball of eba. I go ahead to repeat the same process until everything is done. Just look at this. It came out so nice, just how I want it. Food is ready to be served. I go ahead to dish out my soup onto my eba. And trust me, guys, I totally enjoyed this meal. Just look at all that goodness. Chunks of wagashi and mushroom. This meal was delicious. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, do well to give it a big thumbs up. Share this video with friends, family, and loved ones, and let them know that vegan meals are not boring at all. Subscribe if you haven't already. Try your hands on this meal, and let's get interactive in the comment section. Stay beautiful, stay positive, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.